Nice. Right before we go live on the Baco Motorsports Power Hour, I just saw my brand new hat courtesy of Blake Bowser at Auto Club Famoso Raceway. Good morning and welcome to the Baco Motorsports Power Hour. I am Steve Hughes, and the inmates have taken over the asylum.
That's right.
Blake. Yeah, Mike Griffith is on vacation. They asked me to come in here and host.
He told me he's going to be at the unhappiest place on earth. That was his text.
Really?
Yeah.
So SeaWorld?
Apparently, yeah. Yeah.
Well, welcome. You know, it's been a huge week. We're kind of winding down the race seasons locally, but big races coming up out at Kern County Raceway, out at the Bakersfield Speedway. Huge races last weekend, and, of course, Famoso has a pretty big race coming up, the ANRA finals.
The finals.
Yeah, the season
Yeah,
finals.
yeah.
So that's pretty
And
exciting.
the reunion, that's a pretty good race.
Yeah, the Hot Rod Reunion's a big one. I won't miss that one.
25th. They were going to do it once.
Only
now we're doing it 25.
Right on.
Doing it 25th. Doing the 25th one.
25th Hot Rod Reunion.
I know.
Amazing.
I'm getting old.
But, you know, that's not what this segment is
No,
all
it's not.
about, is what I've been told. You know, we're going to
Yeah.
go to the national stuff
right.
now, and I think we may have some sponsors to thank, of course. Fast Strip.
There you go.
They're the sponsor of the all-area racing team, so thank you to those Fast Strip owners. Hey, make a fast strip to the Fast Strip.
There you go.
Yeah. I need it over here. I need it so I can see that one. There we go. In NASCAR, we were at Charlotte this weekend. A little bit of rain
I
coming
wasn't,
in. Well, we weren't, but NASCAR was.
Yeah.
I am a member of NASCAR. They were at Charlotte Motor Speedway this weekend. Rain from Hurricane Matthew.
Kind of changed things around,
It
didn't
certainly
they?
did. They were
Yeah.
supposed to go Friday night, Saturday night. Then they had to do a doubleheader on Sunday. One of my favorite tracks to watch, that first big mile-and-a-half high bank tri-oval. And really that's the center of NASCAR's world. Jimmy Johnson getting his 8th Charlotte Motor Speedway victory and punching his ticket to the next round, which is the round of 8 in the chase. Yeah. Kevin Harvick, finished 38.
You know, I watched part of the race and didn't see what happened to him. I saw his car quit.
Started
what
first,
Yeah.
on the pole, and then had either engine trouble, electrical, something go haywire, and he was done. So tough hill to climb for him in the next 2 races if he's going to be Casey Mears too. The Bakersfield boys in the Sprint Cup Series, long way to go.
Yeah.
And there are your top 12: Truex, Harvick, Kyle Busch, Matt Kenseth, Logano, Elliott, Keselowski, Kurt Busch, Denny Hamlin, Carl Edwards, Jimmy Hansen, and Austin Dillon still in the chase. Of course, Jimmy Johnson punching his ticket to the round of 8.
Okay.
So that'll be cool. Big deal for this kid, Ryan Reed. Even though he finished up 15th in Charlotte, he is now on to the round of 8 in the Xfinity Series.
That's
in
exciting.
their first ever chase. So
Yeah, that's great.
yeah, a couple of Bakersfield drivers still with an opportunity for some big NASCAR championships this year. Do you watch NASCAR, Blake? I mean, do you every now and again?
Usually it's just on when I'm working, so
Right.
I don't watch a lot.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Right on.
So,
Well, if you had to
sorry.
choose your favorite driver in NASCAR,
Oh, Kevin Harvick.
Oh,
without a
okay.
doubt.
Well, there you go.
It's a
All right.
no-brainer, right?
awesome.
Of all time, or
Yeah, of all time. I mean,
Richard Petty.
yeah.
Probably.
I mean, I knew you grew up trying to eat your way through the chain link fence at Famoso Raceway, but I'm sure you had to be influenced by some of those early NASCAR guys.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I want all racing to be what it used to be when you see the guys, banging the doors and off the backstretch, that kind of stuff. I love all that side of things.
Yeah.
So it's just not that way anymore. So.
It's
But
not.
every motorsport's that way now. It's just plug the sponsor and move on to the next thing and say the right thing. And
Right.
I don't like that.
Right.
I like a little edge once in a while.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Man, maybe we got to bring that back.
I would love to.
Well, the
It should
Bakersfield
be-
hardtops, you kind of get that.
There you go. Yeah,
those guys are pretty cool to watch. They bring those old jalopies out to the
Yeah,
Bakersfield
yeah.
Speedway and the Kern County Raceway.
Right.
So that is pretty cool. They put on a good
I
show.
just like and that's sadly as people refer to that as the glory days.
Yeah.
Even drag racing, they refer to when Muldowney and Snake and Mongoose and Guards were all fighting it out, and even today's stars refer to those that time as the golden year or the heyday, and that's kind of scary when they refer to that as
right.
the best times in the sport.
Sure, sure. What do we
we
got
gotta bring it
next?
back.
Yeah, absolutely. What do we got next, Chris? More slides? Is all we're going to cover is NASCAR? Is that all?
NHRA was off last weekend. So
yeah,
can't cover them.
Yeah, no NHRA. But
this weekend they're in Dallas.
This weekend they are in Dallas, and that's at the Texas Motorplex.
That's correct, the Motorplex, Billy Myers track.
They call that is it the Fall National? No, it's the Texas Nationals.
Texas Nationals now. Yeah, used to be the Fall Nationals.
Right.
Yeah,
now it's the Texas Nationals.
So that's
on the national scene. I mean, I know Ron Capps kind of jumped out to an early lead in the funny car standings going into their chase.
Yeah.
But it looks like Dell's kind of starting to chip away at that.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think that top fuel thing's probably going to be Antron Brown's.
Yeah, he's been on a pretty good run.
The pro stock between the two Summit cars, Anderson and Lyon there, they pretty much ran away with it. They probably went into test mode there mid-season, let a few guys get some wins. Now they're back dominating again. So,
but
Funny Car's going to be fun to watch.
Funny Car may go down to the finals.
Yeah, I might just be there.
Absolutely, you think? Yeah, you've already got your reservations. I think I'm in the room with you.
I think we're there together.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what it's been over a couple years ago when Antron Brown won his top fuel title.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Swallowed a gnat there. Sorry about that.
It's okay. It's all protein.
Came down to the finals, and Schumacher had to lose that final round for Antron Brown to win.
And I believe he did to Doug Coletta. He lost.
He did.
Clinched him the championship.
Yeah, but it always seems that the funny car always comes down to that final race.
It seems like it. It has been the past few years. So I'm excited. I might be in Vegas the weekend before that, and then go to do all the SEMA show stuff.
Nice.
And then we'll go to Pomona for the final.
You know, Vegas is a really great track to watch a drag race, as far as I'm
just
concerned.
spent 5 days there. So
well, that's right. Yeah, we'll talk about that in your segment coming up later. Actually,
we're kind of digressing
next.
here, aren't we?
Yeah, sure. But apparently, I still have a ton of time to kill. So we are really going to have to work on something to talk about.
Did Formula One run this past weekend?
I guess not. I do know that Lewis Hamilton got his 100th win.
Okay, that's news.
Thank you, Larry Collins. I guess that's pretty rarefied air. His 100th podium.
Okay.
First, second, or third.
Yeah,
his 100th podium, not his 100th win.
Right.
He might have been in a class all by himself.
That'd be Ayrton Senna level there.
Right. Yeah. If you haven't seen that documentary, that's a good one to watch.
Which one's that?
The Ayrton Senna documentary.
I watched one. It's all about the history of the safety improvements in F1. Is that it?
Right, I believe so.
Oh, man. Yeah. Tragic stuff there. But from what they went from to where they're at now, pretty impressive.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, some guys had to sacrifice the ultimate to get where they are safety-wise.
I do follow a pretty cool page on Instagram. It's Retro F1.
Yeah.
And yesterday, no, it was about a week ago, they had the 6-wheel Elf car.
Oh, yeah.
It has 4 turning tires on the front,
Yeah.
And then they had that car with what they called the 1973 GoPro.
Yeah.
It was a tower.
Nice.
It was a tower on the back of the car. It was about 6 feet tall, and it pointed straight down at the driver. You kind of got the, that view.
And Elf, that wasn't the movie. That was actually
the lubricants. The oils and the lubricants. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Felt the same, but it wasn't the actual movie. Elf that we know today.
So. Right. I believe it's a French company.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Wow. Thanks.
So, but back to the safety stuff. That every sport. We have video of NASCAR guys driving in T-shirts and their cigarette hanging out their mouth and a little helmet on. That's all they
and a lap belt. That's about it. They got some electrician's tape on their steering wheel
for grip.
Yeah. Crazy.
I mean, drag racing,
low back
put
seats,
a leather jacket on, and go racing.
Right.
Take a top fuel car down the track wearing a leather jacket. No problem.
No problem at all.
Yeah. We've come a long way.
Who do you think the leader was in drag racing for the safety? Who was that guy that kind of led the charge on making it safer and safer?
Safety innovation was Garlett's, but safety, man, that's a tough one. Well, obviously Bill Simpson is the one that just revolutionized everything.
Lit himself on fire.
Yeah, I mean, when you can do that in the middle of any motor speedway and trust your equipment, I think I would go with him. He didn't race a lot compared to others, but he was definitely the guy that saved a lot of people.
Sure,
that's for sure.
And now with Simpson, just not in NHRA or drag racing, across the board in motorsports from the bottom to the top.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
Well, cool, man. We're going to come back here. Huh?
How we doing?
We still have a few minutes. We're going to.
Larry walked in. Let's sit.
Well, let's look at Larry real quick here while I keep my earpiece in my ear. Thanks, Chris.
No, I was late. You won't believe this. I was late because I was on the phone talking drag racing.
All right.
I hear John Freight Train Peters will be at Formosa.
See, eventually everyone comes around.
Yeah,
they all come to the drag racing side. So
I was cordially invited to come out and see him
for the ANRA event or for
probably the reunion.
Yeah,
right?
probably the reunion.
Couple weeks.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
Yeah. John Freight Train Peters,
Yeah.
very well-known engine
Absolutely.
builder in all of drag racing, right?
In fact, that car had more than one engine.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
And, of course, carrying on that tradition is Brad Peters.
Brad
his
Peters
son,
who
right?
builds motors for a lot of stock cars and
Yeah.
has been for a number of years. So, yeah. we had a
Yeah.
interesting conversation, and then I realized that I was going to be a few minutes late.
Not a
Yeah.
problem, man. Not a problem. We're just winging it. I said earlier the inmates have taken over the asylum, so we're just kind of winging it. We're going to come back after this short break to the Baco Motorsports Power Hour, and we'll continue to talk to Blake Bowser about some upcoming events at Auto Club Famoso Raceway. A couple of big ones in October for the straight liners here in Kern County, and Larry is going to stay right there. I'm going to make him sit all the way through the next segment. We'll be back shortly. Enjoy the Baco Motorsports Power Hour. Thanks for watching.